Guys, I will tell you what, I am in a foul mood today, and I don't think that you guys deserve to be shouted out by me. I don't think that's going to brighten your day, so I'm going to cut this a little bit short. But before I go, I am going to give one friendly piece of free advice to fellow fighters. Okay? What's good for the goose is not good for the gander. If you see a recipe out there that is working for somebody, that does not mean that you can just copy it. It is not like reinventing the wheel. There is a time and a place for everything. Corey Anderson, I've never met him. He's a fellow wrestler. I'm a fan. I cheer for him. He's a tough guy. He seems like a perfectly sweet guy. To watch Corey Anderson continually stub his toe and skin his knee and not have any idea that he's doing it, and not have his managers or his team around him grab him and sit him down and tell him all the things that he is doing wrong, is not only baffling to me, it is frustrating to me. Okay? Daniel Cormier has made more headlines lately talking about his retirement than anything else that he has done in the cage. Because he is on top, because people do not want to see him retire, because he has some mega fights out there, and because he has a world championship. He is an anomaly. He is in a special place. For another fighter to see that and think they're going to get headlines, and in this case I'm talking about Corey Anderson coming out and talking about when he wants to retire, it is a sucker's move on the highest of levels. First off, most people don't know you're fighting. Like Rodney Dangerfield did a wonderful and very funny bit one time when he said, you know what, I retired and nobody knew. And there's a lot of truth to that. There are many guys that will be in this sport and they will go away and nobody's going to know the difference. There are guys that will be released from contracts and nobody will know they were released. There are guys that might have won as recently as this weekend or have a fight coming up as recently as next weekend, and nobody's going to know. So you have to pick your times. The last thing a promoter wants is a guy that doesn't want to do it. The last thing a promoter is going to get behind and put money behind and a marketing machine behind and a favorable fight or two behind, and yes, there are politics involved in this sport, is a guy who's about to leave. The last thing that a fan is going to buy a t-shirt of and follow on social media and build anticipation for is a guy who is about to leave. The last thing that a sponsor is going to throw a goddamn dollar at is a guy who is about to leave. If you fighters are seeing Daniel Cormier get a lot of run out of talking about retirement, it is because he is a star. He is marketable. He is a box office proven draw, and it's not time for him to go. That is not a sign to then go copy that recipe. If you want the hardest fights for the lowest pay with no sponsorship, come out and tell the world you're about to retire.